Hey, folks, welcome to the Neebscast.
Hey.
What's up, everybody?
Hi.
Today we're going to talk about Ark, why it was broken,
Yeah.
And why it's not anymore.
why it's not anymore. Hey, it was just, my heart was broken.
Yeah, there was a solid, what was it? Probably about 3 months, the paint didn't work
Yeah.
correctly. Like, you'd paint a dinosaur and it just wouldn't show up.
So early on, it was working fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We even painted, like, actually, the video that came out, a couple weeks ago, was where Stupid, the Carnosaur,
Uh-huh.
a lot of people, their comments were, did I miss when they got this? And I was like, well, this Carno has been there for months.
Yeah, that was an early catch.
And I think it was actually painted in the show, right?
It was, yeah. I just wrote stupid on the side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they forgot about that. But then it wasn't there because the paint went away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the paint just disappeared.
Yeah.
And if you painted something, it would stay for like that recording. And then when you come back, it's gone.
Yeah, a little frustrating.
Yeah.
Because the game's one thing, like, and how we enjoy that, but like, we've obviously made painting our animals such a big part of our show.
Yeah, it adds so much customization and character to the animals. Yeah, you want to be able to paint them. And then so when you log on, it's like none of the paint works, and all the paint jobs that we did are gone. It's like that kind of sucks.
Yeah, it definitely makes you more connected. Like Agent Argent, for me, like I guess because we couldn't paint for so long, and normally I don't really care so much, but like it made me care when it came back, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And as simple as it is, like I got mine painted like Baskin Robbins right now, and I will miss him more when he or she dies. I don't even know what sex it is, but I will just because it's colored.
Yeah, it's funny because you get attached a lot quicker because they're so easily to identify at that point. And if you painted it, you got that part of your artwork in there.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's back.
Yeah, they fixed it eventually. Who the hell knows what broke? Yeah, Ark's one of those games I feel like, yeah, hey, they update it, and the update like adds some cool new things, but it also breaks 5 other things.
And I don't know if this was a problem that everybody was experiencing because we did a little bit of research. We didn't see like any threads on it really.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I was like, maybe it's one of our mods. And Anthony's like, nah.
Yeah.
My scientific opinion is nah.
Nah, right.
Yeah.
With no proof behind the nah.
Yep.
Yeah, could have been. Also could not have been. It's all speculation.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, hope it doesn't break again because I've got some paint jobs I really like right now.
I'm looking forward to doing some more. And speaking of Ark, unless you guys wanted to talk a little bit more
Stay on
about
that arc. Stay.
You know, I have been reading some comments recently, just a few, that are kind of like really missing the fact that we don't have a big long-term goal. Kind of like
Like fighting a boss.
Yeah, like fighting a boss
Yes.
or just and I know that the nonsense that kind of comes along with you having to do that. But if we knew that we were going to be fighting something and I don't know, scooching around a few things that kind of make it super annoying to still have that army that we kind of need to fight something and eliminating all the artifacts to get, but still wanting to go, this is what the enemy is that we are going to fight. It's bullshit that we have to go through all of these other things to get to it. So we're going to skip that part because we don't want to, but we're still going to fight something big, something badass, and we need to do certain things to become strong enough to beat it.
I'm not against gathering the artifacts because they might not be ridiculous. We've done some maps where it is ridiculous. I haven't done the research yet to see how
You would
how
hope
this
the
one
island,
is.
since it was the first one, would be the most least ridiculous.
Yeah.
But if you knew that, let's just say, I mean, Absro's been quite vocal, and I've been a little bit like, whichever about it.
Yeah. It's
That
just
could be-
never fun getting the artifacts for me.
That could be my goal though.
Yeah.
It
Oh, look,
could,
hey,
but-
if that's something you want to do, man,
I don't
go
mind getting
for
them
it.
either.
Yeah, me and Dallas would get them.
I'll
I
get
mean,
them.
I will help when need be as well. It could take a really long time. So as long as if we were to do something like that, then we really need to go head first into this because it does take a while, or it always did in the past.
So
Yeah.
we could fight the Giga. A Giga. Didn't you see that?
Yeah, we do have there's a gig on top of a mountain. I want to tame it.
Oh, that'd be fun too.
Yeah,
also, us getting wyverns. That'd be a big move.
I haven't even seen Wyverns on.
haven't seen
Wyverns
one
Are they on the
this
map? They got to be somewhere,
I
right?
haven't seen one. I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
I don't think they're there by default. I think Anthony could probably add them with a mod, but I haven't seen them by default.
Well, then scratch that.
And I mean, those are things that we have done so often before.
And people
right?
expect it.
I know
kinda.
they do, but I mean, I was just thinking of the bigger.
The boss.
Yeah, I mean, like, and are there different? I mean, we can probably get access to different bosses too with the mods, right?
Well, there's 3 main bosses because there's one at the green obelisk, the red obelisk, and the blue obelisk. I think green obelisk might be a dragon. And
I don't
know. I think the blue obelisk might be a big monkey.
Right. I remember the monkey that we fought before, so I'm assuming it's the same thing. Big monkey with a bunch of little monkeys coming to beat the crap out of you.
I think that was
Maybe.
the center when we fought that one.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's a big like abominable snowman looking monkey thing.
Yeah.
In the blue obelisk, the snow obelisk.
I mean,
I definitely want to look into the artifacts because we've had fun doing that too.
it's a lot of artifacts.
Yeah, because some of the ones, was it Ragnarok where we had to jump from the pillar to pillar?
Oh,
And we
God.
kept falling in the lava. or-
Yeah.
You said fun.
That was a fun one because we were like, let's jump.
Oh wait,
let's throw our parachutes.
I'm thinking a different pillar to pillar that wasn't fun.
Not the small pillars, the real tall ones. There was like lava at the bottom.
Right.
Yeah, I think I remember it was like a big build up to like run and jump, and then like I had to go through this very narrow place, and I just missed that and just fell right off.
Run right off.
Yeah, which is nice. I mean, I don't mind that. It's just a matter of getting to these places, knowing where they are. Because
Yeah.
really, it's not so much about. I think trying to find these things can be kind of nonsensical.
Well, we can look that up.
Right,
but-
we should. It should just be the challenge of us getting to find it.
Yeah, I mean they're always in like a cave or something like that, and then you got to go into the cave and it's
Or
just like-
underwater.
yeah, and you got to fight like 1,000 spiders.
I think, was it Ragnarok that had the ridiculous one?
Yeah, it had that one. There was like a puzzle, like a certain
The
a
buttons.
button combination you had to hit, but
Yeah.
you had no clue what button combination it was. You just had to keep trying it over. I
was
think
kind of
we ended up having to
infuriating.
look it up online.
It ended up being really funny though because they had those doors that would shut.
Mm-hmm.
They slammed on somebody and their body was all freaking out.
I remember that now.
Mm-hmm.
We've had some fun ones because what was the ice cave one where we had a person up front with a shield and all the worms were coming out of the ice cave.
Oh, that one was fun.
That was great.
That was really cool. That
They-
was
they
probably
can
the
be
best
fun.
one. Yeah.
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 So, how many of you had to take a guess? How many artifacts do you think we need to find? Because I'm going to look it up while we're here. Because now I'm really
Probably
kind
at
of
least-
gung
I'm
ho on it.
I'm
I'ma guess-
guessing. What do you got?
For the easy one, 3 to 5.
For the easy one, 3 to 5 artifacts to find, and this would just be. I'm just going to search an Arc
I'm going to
Ascendant, how
remove
many
my
artifacts.
guess. I'm removing mine.
Oh, okay. Why? Why would you?
Because I feel embarrassed now.
I should have went
what-
last. What were you
listen,
going to say?
I was going to say 12.
And I would have guessed a lot more than I would have guessed probably 8 if I had to. But okay. Or so Arc Ascended. How many? Okay, I'll search that.
Yeah, I feel like I remember in the past. Sometimes we also have to have certain like a T-Rex tooth or something
Yeah.
stupid like that.
Oh, yeah.
That gives you a goal.
Yeah,
We probably have a T-Rex tooth.
probably, but
If that's
it
even
might
a
be
thing.
something like a Giga Tail or something you need. I don't know.
Like
I feel like I remember that in the past. It's not just the artifacts; it's the artifacts plus these other little items.
But right now, like there's so much that we haven't experienced, like the gigantic crocodile.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's episodes coming up, I think, where we're going after that. But we haven't had that before. Like these little tiny goals are still exciting for us.
Oh, they are. They
Yeah.
are.
And the Bob, 1 second, Simon, you hold that thought. And the Bob's Tall Tale things, like that dog and that vehicle. would be
Yeah,
kinda
that's other
fun.
stuff. They've just added new stuff into it that we haven't even messed with.
We just got a train. Come on.
Yeah, the Redwood Express. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, because like Anthony's lady Tiny, she was playing with I think the vehicles and said that they were working pretty well. I'm looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah.
Winter is here, and it's going to be okay because it's an excuse to slap on your Turtle Beach headset and game until warmer days are here. And for your marathon of winter gaming, you deserve the world's most comfortable headset you'll ever wear with superhuman hearing technology. And that's Turtle Beach's new Gen 3 Stealth 700 headset. And it picks up so much sound, you're basically a cheater. Even if Poppy's barking in your ear, you'll hear every footstep, every reload, and every enemy sneaking up on you like they're slapping you in the face. And Turtle Beach's headsets are so damn comfortable, you'll feel like you're wearing a marshmallow cloud pillow on your ear holes. And seriously, they are the most comfortable headset I have ever worn, especially with my glasses, which my old headset usually dug into the side of my head. And best of all, the Stealth 700 has the industry's first ever cross-play dual wireless transmitter system, which means you can seamlessly switch between your console and PC with just the click of a button. And it gets even better. While being connected to your console, the Stealth 700 can connect to your phone for music streaming or just taking calls. And thanks to Turtle Beach, for a limited time only, you will get 10% off your entire order with code Neebs at turtlebeach.com. Don't miss out. Stay warm and level up your game with 10% off at turtlebeach.com using promo code Neebs. That's turtlebeach.com with promo code Neebs. It's a new year with new gaming gear from Turtle Beach. Now, this apparently, in order to summer the Gamma Broodmother, Lycerix, there's just 3 artifacts.
3.
There you go.
Artifact of the
artifacts.
Clever, the Hunter, and the Massive.
Okay.
That's very doable, I think,
And then
for
yeah,
us.
the brood mother, that was a spider, right?
Yes.
Just like a big spider.
Big old spider.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
I'll ask.
What? Please do, Simon. Please do. Yeah. This is our first podcast since the new year, right?
Yeah, all
yes.
together, yeah, for
That's
sure.
right. Happy New Year. Officially, like in the new year.
God, damn holidays.
Yeah. Who needs
Yeah.
them?
No, it's it's like a love-hate thing with them, just because, I feel like it just scrambles our schedule all over the place.
Everybody's really. It feels
Yeah.
like the entire world collectively, at least.
Oh,
around
and
us.
this year in particular, because both Christmas and New Year fell on like a Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's like it's much easier when when's Christmas? Oh, Saturday, perfect.
Yeah. And people stopped working at the beginning of December anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Not wrong.
Sometimes once Thanksgiving is coming up, it's like over with until the new year.
Yeah. Everyone tunes out.
Mm-hmm.
The next boss is the Megapithecus.
Okay.
That's the monkey.
Yeah, and we'll need the Brute, the Devourer, and the Pack, so another 3.
Oh.
So, yeah, I think that's it in order for, and then probably, I'm assuming, another 3 to do the third boss.
So I wonder, it seems like in the past there's been like higher difficulty levels where you
Yeah.
had to get more things,
Mhm.
but maybe, I don't know. I'm guessing.
Yeah. There's like an easy boss fight, medium, hard. Yeah.
So I forget which map it was. I could have swore we were going around and getting so many.
Yeah.
Some were just sitting out there, just, easy to grab.
Yeah, I know we've done boss fights where we needed something like 9 of the damn things.
Yeah.
Well, is it because we didn't each need to have our own, right? Okay, all right. So, yeah, and then the last one, is another,
Yeah.
I guess 3, the Gamma Dragon.
Like the boss fights, I'm not excited about. Seeing the artifact would be cool just because it's arc ascended. Like the artifacts always look kind of neat. Like what do they look like in that world
Fair.
now?
Yeah.
Like do they emit light? Because they lit up the place pretty well.
They were good decoration
yeah.
pieces.
Yeah,
First time we ever had them, that's what we used them for.
Mm.
It's
yeah,
true.
exactly. Oh yeah, let's use this for a light in the main room.
The other items are Allosaurus brains. We'll need 5 of them. The Sarcosuchus skins, 5. The Titan Boa venom, 5. Tyrannosaurus arm, 5. And Ballosaurus blubber, 5.
Blubber. Is that
Allosaurus blubber?
Is that the
Is that
thing
a whale?
the thing that takes
The boat,
down
the boat
boats?
killer, maybe.
Is that a Ballosaurus?
I don't know.
I have no
But
idea.
killing one of those sons of bitches would be great.
Yeah, fuck that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a very nice goal.
Can you tame those giant fish? Have we done that in the
I
past?
don't think you can, but I don't know.
You just want everything to be tameable at some,
Can
know.
you
Yeah, in
tame
some
the
capacity.
giant fish that can ruin your boat?
You just like, what was the name of
You
that?
should probably mention Ark.
I know. Well, it
Sorry,
says
in
it's
the
the
Ark
lead.
mind.
It is lead Sichthus, the giant fish that can attack and destroy your raft in Ark. The taming method is a passive tame. Approach it with the appropriate food in your last hotbar slot.
God, is it?
But just
yeah.
approach it.
Yeah,
food,
it probably needs
food.
something crazy like a birthday cake or something, doesn't it?
It's actually preferred food is saber-toothed salmon.
Oh.
So it's prime fish harvested from them works best.
We can
and
get that.
prime fish meat or regular fish meat. So,
So just any type of fish meat.
dude, that would be fantastic.
Oh, having one of those suckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, who needs a boat?
There's a lot of sea stuff we haven't done either.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever got the big giant squid, did we?
The giant squid?
Damn.
don't remember.
We got something big
I
underwater.
thought we did, but I could be mistaken.
And see, I would be
Maybe we did.
more excited about, taming that than actually collecting 3 artifacts to fight a boss that
We
we
can do
kind
it
of already
all.
did. Not to say that I wouldn't want to do it, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I read some of those comments too about not a clear goal, and
Right.
But there was a ton of people that were responding to those people just saying, "Hey, we're just having fun."
I know, I hear you, but we still listen to the people.
Yep. I do want to fight a boss, so I won't drag anybody into it that doesn't want to mess with it. But
I'm down with it now.
I'm down too.
At least until we'll see. Hopefully I won't get sick of it. It'll just be something I feel like that we were looking a lot more, and there was a lot less in the past of kind of knowing where to go.
yeah,
We
It
failed
is-
a lot.
it is fun in the series where we do it, where you do have these animals that you get attached to, and you've painted them and you named them, and you've been through a lot together, and then they usually end up going with you to this battle,
Yeah.
and you hope they make it out.
Yeah.
And then when they don't, you cry a little bit,
A little
Yep.
bit.
and that's okay.
Remember the blue jeans guy I had? What was his name? Bobby Blue Jeans or something? He was a
Or something. You can tell you're real attached.
what's the thing that spits on you?
The Lophosaur?
Yeah. We went and fought a boss, and I had one of those. I think everybody took one thing.
Took a damn
So, yeah.
Dilophosaur, just annihilated
He
immediately.
didn't make it. It might have been that giant monkey fight.
He might have made it
knows?
for an unusually long amount of time too, didn't he?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
We don't remember. Hey,
Yeah.
I gotta boogie on out, guys. You
All right,
enjoy the
see
rest
you,
of your
Dora.
talking.
Thank you, Dora.
Yep.
Thank you.
We'll see you at the stream.
I believe so.
Okay.
Lord knows why you would put that away and talk when you're
Yeah,
grabbing
well,
it.
I'm a.
You're a
We're
son
gonna
of a
listen to
You're a
them.
son of a
Growlers Put
gun.
the mic away.
I know. So could have left it there. You don't need to. Next time when you leave, you don't need to. I know you did.
We have people for that. It's us.
So,
Okay.
Ark. Man,
Ark, yeah,
listen, would
so
you
glad.
be interested in because that big fish is obviously kind of, well, maybe it's not close to us, but that would be fun. Like, I want to watch videos now. This is a reminder to myself to watch videos on how people are passively getting this son of a bitch.
Yeah. Well, listen, one of my personal goals is to create a navy, a strong navy. So I
Okay.
think, and probably right there in front of Fort Resort, we could just build out in the ocean. Have this giant thing with. I don't think we ever had a mosasaur. Is that what those big swimming things?
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had. Yeah, that'd be cool to have.
Yep.
Can't you build a submarine on the back of one of those fuckers?
I know we did it on a what's it called, plesiosaur,
Maybe.
something like that. The long neck.
Yeah, that is a plesiosaur. We had a submarine on that?
Yeah, remember we had a house made of glass, and we would
Okay.
all sit in chairs on his back with our scuba suits on.
God,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't remember any of that.
I don't think it was a proper submarine where you could actually walk around. I
Oh
think-
no, it
yeah.
was one of
But
those.
yeah, it was
with
it was a
glass house on
transpo
his back.
device. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't go well, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
If I'm not mistaken, it could be part of the Bob's Tall Tales. I want to say they added something that you could like a submarine that you could put on a fish that you could actually breathe underwater in.
Maybe
Yeah.
they're doing a lot. It's crazy.
Yeah. Let me look it up. Just to ease my mind.
Give it a nice stroke.
I will.
I don't know if we have to worry about Arc 2. Seems like they're
What Arc 2?
they're busy with this one.
Oh, yeah. Arc 2 is a thing. Is it supposed to be in 2025?
I doubt it.
I know, but is
They're
it?
busy.
I know, I doubt it too, but I'm just curious what they're claiming,
Now Dora's taking the trash out,
Sorry about that.
crunching cans.
When is Arc 2 slated to be released, even though we have no faith in that release date?
God, was it last? I thought it was this year, 2025.
That's what I'm
I
asking.
will look at it on Steam
All right,
now.
I'm looking too.
Who are you asking,
I'm
Simon?
asking chat. I could talk to chat, but it's not talking back to me.
Oh,
Nor do I give a shit if it does.
Let's see. Yeah, Arc 2 Steam page. Release date TBA. No release date. Yeah.
well,
We'll
it's a good
see.
thing because I'm not done with what we're doing. That
Yeah.
sucks when we get right into something and we're really invested, and they drop a new. Happens in 7 days a lot. Like they'll put out the new alpha in the
Yeah.
past, and we're still in the old one,
Mm-hmm.
but we're not done with it.
So yeah, there is a animal that you can put a submarine on. It's called a Shastasaurus.
Okay.
It's probably got some crazy taming method, but yeah, once you tame it, you could have an. Oh man, this thing looks really cool. Yeah, it looks like a fully operational submarine.
Dang.
Yeah, under this dinosaur.
So you don't have to build that onto the dinosaur. It is already a part of the dinosaur.
It almost looks like it's part of it's the saddle of the dinosaur.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah,
That
have
looks
some-
techy though, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. Yeah, it looks the tech tier. So maybe that's something. That's something we might have to mod in, but we could always do it.
Speaking of modding in, that black box that's like by our main
where's that going?
base, like what's going on with that?
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. And when do we think it's going to be shown to us? Because
That's an Anthony question.
I know it is,
Yeah,
and he's
I
not
have no
here.
idea.
So you guys haven't heard anything.
Mm-mm.
Do y'all smell food right now?
I do. It smells like French fries in the air fryer for me.
Do you smell food?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's so nice that you could smell it.
What's
too.
it smell like? to
Is
you?
Dora making something? I can barely get it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is like fried something.
Guys, did you cook something? What is
It's
it?
potatoes.
He's gonna tell us in a
I'd
second.
bet some money it's potatoes. What? So you have a smell issue that you've been kind of getting little glimpses back here and
Yeah.
there.
So right
What is it?
now,
Yeah.
it's January.
Uh-huh.
Lost my sense of smell in May.
Yeah, it's a long
May,
ass
June,
time.
July, August. It's 8 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for a while, I couldn't smell anything. You could put a decomposing body in front of me, nothing.
Nothing. So now I know where to hide my bodies.
Yeah, campfire, couldn't smell it, nothing. And then slowly, over this many months, certain smells have come back. What is it, Dralis?
It's here's the mic right
It's
here.
got to be potato.
It's the North Chase from the bagel place around the corner.
Oh, the omelet?
It's not the omelet. It's on a bagel. It's a turkey and cheese and bacon with lettuce and
Wow.
Ooh.
No
On an-
potato.
well, I got some tater tots here.
Yeah, that's what I'm smelling. I'm smelling the
Okay.
potato.
So my nose is still jacked up because to me it smelled like almost like a sesame chicken or like an orange chicken or something.
Okay. But you're smelling, though, which is a good
Oh
sign.
man, I'm so
It's
excited to
activated,
have
but it's
something.
not accurate. Sounds like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like to me, cigarette smoke, truck exhaust, whatever, just rubbing alcohol, all smells the same.
Interesting.
It's a weird smell that I have never experienced in my life before. But over this I was on vacation last week, and just things that I haven't smelled in since I lost my smell were coming back, like cut grass.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
good one.
I do like the smell of cut grass,
Um,
even though it
just-
makes my allergies go oof.
Yeah, it is nice.
What else?
A hint of I was in a mall where there was like a movie theater upstairs, but I didn't really know where I was or that theater was there. And I asked my wife, I was like, "Do you smell popcorn?" She goes, "Yeah," and I'm freaking out.
They're like, yes, I did it.
Yeah.
I
That's
recognize something.
There was plenty of smells. I'm like, man, I wish I could smell popcorn because that's a great smell. What else? Cut grass is a good one. I want to smell jasmine in the spring,
I do like some jasmine.
so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, I can pull that off. I was in the airport the other day and washing my hands, and I hate liquid soap. I don't even know why that's still a thing, but I was squirting that out, and it had that.
That liquid soap scent.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Smelled that, and I was like smiling from ear to ear in the bathroom.
There you
What
go.
are you so happy about, sir? I can smell the liquid soap.
And I'm like, smell it.
I don't mind liquid soap. I think that the foam is definitely superior soap, but you do have
Yeah,
almost a hatred for the
I
liquid
do.
soap.
I think it's a good way to waste billions of gallons of water a year because it takes you 40 minutes to get all that slimy feeling off your fingers. Whereas foam soap, boom, 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 is gone.
Gotcha. You also, when you do the liquid soap, if you know it's there, you need a lot less. A lot of
yeah.
people are over soaping.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can't
know?
do much.
So yeah, you need just a freaking less than a pea-sized amount of soap for that.
Man, foam soap is so great.
Yeah, sometimes I do like to wash my hands though with like a dish soap, like Dawn.
Oh really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, get
If
some
you
of
got,
that
like,
on there because it's super
heavy
thick.
grease
And what's
or
really
something.
fun about that, you can wash a little bit, and then you can like make a bubble. You can blow the biggest fucking bubbles
Yeah,
just using some
Okay, so
Dawn soap. It's
So you
great.
like to play?
Yeah, I'm a kid.
Okay, there you go.
I'm,
That's
I'm
fine.
blowing bubbles in my house. Like, yay! look at
maybe
that
that's why
time.
they did that at the airport. I don't know.
No, yeah, you can't do it with that. Like, I mean, the liquid soap there, it's not enough soap.
All right. Well, Way to go, Neebs. Your snooter's working.
Yeah, you
Yes,
did it.
I'm very happy for you. I hope it comes back, man. It'll be nice I'm assuming it's going to come back full force.
I hope. I've heard stories of people taking 2 years to get their taste and smell back.
Yeah.
For some, maybe it never comes back. But
Yeah, that
Yeah.
freaked me out, man. Like honestly, I've had COVID a couple of times, and I've never experienced any of it, not even for a day. And thank goodness, because I don't know how I'd react. Honestly,
I had COVID, and I had the opposite reaction. Like right after my smell did come back, but I usually don't have smell, so it was interesting. It's like I had COVID, COVID went away, and then I felt like a week or two later, here comes my smell back, and I'm like, I shouldn't be my nose is almost dead. Like it turns on every now and then,
yeah,
but for the most part, I don't get anything.
yeah. It's
But
been
for
like
whatever
that.
reason, after COVID, it kicked on.
And it stayed on.
It did. Now the only other time it'll kick on and stay on is if I'm on like an antibiotic, like prednisone. If I go on prednisone for a little bit, like the nose comes on for like that always is like an extended period. It's like a 2-month period. My nose turns on.
So you're always inflamed in your nasal passage.
Yeah, I think I have polyps. I want to talk about my nasal polyps.
Yeah. Well,
that's what this should be called, not
Hey.
the arc thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had them removed before, but they grow back.
right.
So at some point in the future, I'll probably have another surgery.
Now, when you say turned off, like no smell whatsoever,
No
or
smell,
just
yeah.
faint smell?
Can't smell a damn thing.
Dead body?
Nope,
Couldn't smell it.
nope,
Okay.
couldn't smell it.
Man, and no, that must be like recovery on something like that must be a bitch, or at least I picture
On
it
the
being.
polyps, not really, because right after the surgery, it's like, okay, you go in for that surgery. Yeah, you go home, you kind of feel like shit for a day or two, but then, no, you're up running around doing whatever. And then they basically put this big stent in your nose, and that has to sit in there for, I think, like 2 or 3 weeks, and then you go to the doctor, and then they pull the stent out. What I was blown away by how big that thing was, because when they pull it out, I felt like it was maybe 2 feet long, which sounds crazy, but that
It's
came
longer
out of
than
my
your
nose.
head.
Yeah, it like I turned white once I saw it. Like,
Now, where were you when they put it
Wow.
I was under.
in? You were under.
Yeah, so they put you under for that.
Okay.
So I just had no idea.
Yeah, what's keeping me from getting a nose job, and when I get I don't want to change how my
What's wrong with your nose?
looks. Well, it's crooked as fuck because I got
Have you
punched
seen my
in the
nose?
face. Well, but I'm fine. Like if my nose was and again, this was just from getting my nose broken and not doing anything about it. But my nose has got a big kind of like hook in it. And it looks weird. It's like from left to right as opposed to like it being straight in a bump. Like I look at your nose and it could look like that because that's just the way you were born, as opposed to mine looks like a fucking ski slope on the opposite direction or whatever it is. But
Like left or right?
yeah, from left to right. So, and again, the reason why, and it's not even, I mean, it's for vain reasons, but the reason why I'm not doing it is because I'm scared to be stuffed up, because when I am stuffed up bad and I can't breathe through my nostrils, my dreams are all I can remember is just this struggle of, in my dream, I am continually pulling things out of my nostrils in
God.
my dream
Yeah.
to try to clear out the fact that I can't breathe. So in my dream, I'm pulling like rags out of my fucking nose with the hopes that, and it's stress and it's fear and it's
Yeah.
just shitty. And then when I wake up, it's like, oh yeah, that's not real. I just can't breathe out of my nostrils.
Wow. So yeah, it just ruins your dreams that bad.
Yeah, and to go through that for like potentially a couple of weeks, like usually that's just like a 1 night, 2 night thing, and it's really
Yeah.
shitty. But then my nose clears up.
Do you ever dream that you eat things you shouldn't be eating?
No, but I have recently been dreaming about pulling string, and it's the first time I do regularly pull long amounts of string out of my mouth that are like kind of like woven.
I like woven. I doubt that's right, but I like that better.
Yeah, in my teeth, and I just searched it for the first time in my life the other day. I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? Because it was a really vivid dream that I had about a week ago when I was away on vacation, and it's like being stuck, unfinished, unresolved emotions or feelings or something like that. At least is one
So you're just pulling
translation.
string at your mouth.
Pulling string out of my mouth, and
like
it's
woven,
hard.
It's hard, and it's woven into your teeth.
And it's like woven. So I'm like, yeah, I'm pulling it, and it's sliding through this,
Through
this,
your teeth?
Yeah, through my teeth, but it's hard. So I'm yanking and I'm pulling, and it's giving me a lot of resistance, and yet it's pulling out. I'm trying to compare it to something that, it's like trying to pull rope.
Is it like trying to do like the blinds? Maybe a little bit?
Yeah, but it's much harder. But
Okay.
yes, absolutely, that kind of a tension. And you could feel it moving through different teeth in my mouth.
Oh, God.
You feel like
know.
you're going to pull a tooth out.
And everyone,
Yeah.
and everyone's had that dream where you feel like your teeth are falling out.
Oh, and they have too, right? In your dream, I'm sure you have them fall out.
Yeah, in the dream, you just like your mouth's just like, oh, fuck, all my teeth are falling out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That usually wakes me up because
Because
I'm like, this is a dream because this only happens in my dreams.
Good for you, because I won't. I'll be like, oh fuck. I'm like, my fucking tooth just fell out. I'm like, how have I not been? I thought my teeth were okay, and then the next thing you know, like another tooth will come. It won't be like a whole bunch, but it'll be like 1, 2, or 3 teeth.
Yeah, like slowly falling out.
Yeah, and then I'm
I've
like,
had
oh
that, yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, now I've got like 3 teeth that should be there, and they're not there. And then maybe I wake up shortly thereafter, but I never in my dream am I like, wait a second, I take care of my teeth. And then wake up. Like, it's always waking up and going, oh, fuck, that's right. I do take care of my teeth, but it's only in my awake time.
I love when you realize you're in a dream, like a situation like that, or where your brain, you go, this is ridiculous. I
Yeah.
must be dreaming.
Good for you for being able to do that. Because I don't.
It happens it's just on occasion.
Yeah, I don't like, there are times when I'm like, yep, I'm dreaming. What I want to do. Let's do something magic, But usually it's like, realize it's a dream, it's over. It's very fragile.
Right.
But yeah, the other day I had a dream I had 2 phones, and I'm like, oh, 2 phones. I guess I'll eat this one. And I took a big bite out of it like it was a cookie.
Okay.
And I'm like, gross. I don't like this. And then I was like, first of all, I don't want to eat this. 2, I could have had a backup phone. And I don't know where the dream went after that. But you do crazy
Interesting.
stuff that you...
Yeah, no, you do absurd stuff. I'm trying to remember, I can't remember any of my dreams. I need to start writing them down, although I've said that for years. I'm not
I did it for like a couple months. I don't recommend it.
Why?
God, it takes... Well, you know what? With dictating, like voice to speech, voice to text, it'd be a lot easier. At the time, I was writing in a notebook, and I was like, good God, it's going to take like all my whole day.
Okay, yeah, you woke up and you were sinking too many hours into
Yeah, you're
writing
like-
down your dreams.
You're like, then I went in this hallway, and the hallway looked like this, and I met this person, and I'm like, I got like 10 pages here.
Especially if you're trying to do it when you wake up in the middle of the night, and then you have to take that energy to write it down.
Nah,
and then
I
you
did
have
it
to
in
go
the
back to
morning.
bed. So always in the morning.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I been waking up a lot, or waking up a decent amount in the middle of the night, and then kind of just going like, oh shit, okay, and then usually I'm able to go back to bed, but recently I haven't been able to, at least a few times. But that's a bitch. Sleep can be such a bitch for so many people. Struggle with that. My brother probably sleeps on average maybe 4 to 5 hours a night, and I just know that's not good for him. It's at least for a lot of people.
That doesn't seem like enough.
Yeah, and maybe I'm sure there's people out there that are like exceptions to the rule, but generally most people or doctors or health professionals will say that ain't gonna cut it.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a long term. Like you want to live to be 100 and be healthy. That's probably not a good amount.
Probably not.
No.
Do you go to bed at the same time every night?
Pretty close too. Yeah, at least I try to be settled down. I used to be so much of a much more of a late night person. I try to be settled down and in bed by around 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I'm up for an hour and a half after that. But
I think especially people that say they can't ever sleep and they're going to bed at 7 one night and 1 o'clock the next night. I'm like, well, that's probably your problem.
yeah, the circadian rhythm, is
Yeah,
that
there's no
what it is?
schedule. Yeah, your body's just like, well, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's being consistent, going to bed and getting up. And apparently it's massively important to get outside and get your eyes exposed to the sun
Yeah,
at a
stare
reasonably
straight
same
at it
time,
every day.
every single day.
Yeah.
when
fucking
you wake
pin
up?
your eyes. Yeah,
Yep.
to get the certain rays into your, at least according to like fucking Huberman. What the hell is his name? Whatever, some scientist
know.
dude.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, it's nice. The first thing you do when you get up is like, go enjoy some sunshine.
Yeah, within 15, 20 minutes if you can go outside and get that.
It's so much harder to wake up. I mean, yeah, I think everyone says that on rainy days. It's so much harder to wake up on a rainy day. Because it's just gray outside. And you're like, no, I want to keep sleeping. Like, my body is having a hard time going into a state of, like, I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm awake.
When we're out camping, which I haven't done in a while, yeah. You're sleeping outside and that sun hits your tent, or you're not in a tent and just hits you in the face.
Yeah, you wake
You're
up, no
up.
problem. Yeah. Yeah.
It's also nice to be outside and hearing things. You know?
And the
'Cause
birds are
exactly.
chirping.
So I got that tent. It's just
Squirrels just fucking.
Mm-hmm. Squirrel fucking is a wonderful sound.
It's a good alarm clock.
Yeah.
All right. We need to try to. We didn't camp last summer, did we?
No, we were bad about last summer.
We did the 2 before that,
Yeah.
and that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
We should try to do it this year.
We really need to try to get a camping trip in this summer.
Man, would you guys do Watauga again? Because I haven't done camping with you guys forever. I always had found a reason or something similar to it, but I would
Yeah.
look forward to going camping with
Watauga's
you guys
wonderful.
for
Yeah.
at least a couple of nights. You know, that'd be nice.
Yeah, just being outside, cooking,
Mm-hmm.
at least cook one night. Sometimes we go out to eat, but we should cook some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or whiskey. Whiskey did all the cooking our last 2 trips, didn't he?
Yeah, whiskey. Yeah, he was awesome. He had that big wok.
Yeah. I got
Oh,
one now.
yeah.
I've used it like twice.
Yeah, I remember you saw his. It's like, I gotta have one.
Then we didn't go camping anymore.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to go again so you can bring your wok.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I got some camping in last. I did the Grand Canyon.
That's right.
Yeah.
You went on a trip.
Yeah. That was pretty damn awesome.
And I guess we're going to be in Phoenix.
Yeah. Shit. Let's go
So,
camping
I doubt-
after Phoenix. We're out in the desert. Let's go camping in the desert,
Yeah.
man.
Maybe we could.
Maybe
Yeah.
we could. Maybe that would be nice.
We got to figure out the logistics of all of our
Yeah, getting the stuff
stuff
back.
home. And
But yeah, that'd be awesome, man.
Receiving
Just,
it.
I love out west. Just the stars. It's just a different environment than what we're used to here on the East Coast. It's nice.
yeah, there's hardly any light pollution once you leave the city. And then there's not much humidity.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
So it's perfect. Actually, for you guys have been to my mom and dad's house. They got that nice back porch. For Christmas, I got them a decent telescope.
That's right. You told me about that.
So yeah, hopefully at some point in the future, we'll be able to sit back there and look at the stars, see some galaxies, see some planets.
And it's got a thing, too, where you can kind of like program in what you want.
Yeah, there's
and
an
it'll
app
find it.
now, so you can install this app on your phone, and it has a little phone holder right beside the telescope. And the app will just tell you, like, oh, here's all what's in the night sky. And you say, oh, Venus is in the night sky tonight. Boop, touch it on the app, and the telescope will just go zzz, boom, lock onto Venus, and boom, you can look at it right there.
That's perfect.
That is so great.
Yeah.
Because so many people would be like, I know I wouldn't buy a telescope unless something like that exists. 'Cause
Right, yeah,
If you
it-
put it in my hands,
yeah, they've
you'd be
made it
like,
easier.
I can't find shit. Like, what in the hell? So
It's
that's
difficult.
awesome. Yeah,
Even
I know.
when you're looking at something like you see Saturn in the sky and you're taking a traditional telescope and you're trying to get it fixed on this super tiny dot in the sky,
Yeah.
it's really hard to line it up.
That's such a great gift to give them.
Yeah, hopefully they'll enjoy it. I think they'll enjoy it. I think like my niece and my kid, hopefully the whole family enjoys it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like, hey, we got a telescope now.
That's awesome.
We can look in the hotel rooms across the Atlantic beach. I see a naked lady.
That's right.
Yeah.
They got some condos across the water from
It's
them.
true, yeah. See how powerful this bitch is.
Mm.
I can see the moon and some tits.
That's I've never lived in a place where just like I picture like New York where there's just buildings beside each other with windows
Yeah.
so close to each other.
Yeah, I could see that being very inviting to want to like look at, not necessarily for perverted things, but just for like
Just out of curiosity.
curiosity, boredom. You know,
Yeah.
especially if you're someone who is very introverted and
Right.
maybe perverted. I don't know, but
Yeah.
you know, yeah, I
You
could
probably see
that.
a little bit of everything.
I'm
it's like-
sure.
I bet there's like, if you live in a building like that and you're constantly looking out and you're looking at other people, they're probably like characters start to appear. It's like this one lady does this thing every day at 5:00,
Mm-hmm.
and I gotta watch it because she's crazy. She gets in her living room and dances and cleans.
Right, and you're
Yeah.
the crazy one that watches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Documenting everybody. 5th floor of that building there.
Make it real
But they
weird,
got to know if they live there, like if my window's not closed,
right?
Someone can see in. Yeah,
I'm allowing everyone to look in here.
yeah.
yeah, it's true.
It shouldn't be, but it could happen.
According
Yeah.
to my brother, and this was many years ago, so I hope I remember this correctly. But then our neighbor, and our houses were very close to one another. Like it was just probably about 2 feet to the neighbor's driveway. Driveway is probably 8 feet wide or something like that, and then house, right? So the neighbor, the wife, yeah, she would get undressed in front of an open window on the regular, and he suspected it was on purpose.
On purpose.
And
she liked it.
And he was happy to watch.
I mean, sure, why not? Like,
yeah,
hey,
I mean,
honey,
this
you
was,
like this?
I was never lucky enough to catch that. And again, it's funny what we remember. I just remember that. Like, I haven't asked him about that since he was probably like 14 or something like that. So I'm gonna have to verify whether or not that's true. Sometimes we fucking think shit happened and it didn't.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
So
especially as a child,
absolutely,
your memory can be really skewed.
But I do remember thinking after I heard that, there was like for years, remember I always looked at her differently, whether it was true or not. Like just when she was out, the neighbor, it was Tony's wife. I don't even remember her name.
Mm-hmm.
But be like, anyway.
Because in my bathroom, from my neighbor's yard, you can see the window, but we have a curtain, but it's kind of like a diffused fabric kind of thing.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'd like to have like just some full blown blinds where you're not seeing anything. And then when I'm over at their house, if our lights on in the bathroom, I look up, I'm like, okay, yeah, you can't really see anything.
Yeah.
But I think about it,
Yeah.
If my neighbor's in the backyard and I got to use the bathroom or something,
Mm.
they better not be watching me up there trying to get a peek of Neebs.
Hey man, you're nice to peek at,
Should leave the curtains open.
right? Why not? Give them a little
You'd
taste.
have a line,
Share it with the world.
little line of ladies.
Maybe we should do our next live show, do some shadow dancing.
Shadow dance. Yeah,
Man.
sure. Why not?
I'm fine with dancing, but I can't imagine it being nice to look at. And I'm not really
Even if it's a shadow.
yeah, I'd probably judge my shadow harshly.
You could wear
but
like
it
a muscle suit
does feel good to. Well, I don't mind.
and attach a fake dong.
Wait, so you're supposed to be naked in the shadow dancing?
That's what shadow dancing is,
Yeah,
right?
usually. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
I meant
I
like
just thought you
the-
were talking about shadows.
You know, like the strip
dancing.
clubs where it's behind a thing with their backlit,
Yeah.
and you just see their. that's a-
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you see the lady moving.
is that called shadow dancing?
I
What
don't
is
know,
that?
man. I mean, shadow dancing could just be your shadow of you dancing. You don't have to be naked, but I get what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like I would not, well, absolutely wouldn't want my dick and balls fucking flopping all. There's nothing comfortable about that, for me. And when I talk about comfort, like in like physically comfortable,
Yeah.
Didn't you, was it you that told me about you were watching some shadow dancing one time at the place across from Sweet and Savory?
Yeah, there was
Girl
a place
was-
called the Shadow Box, I think,
Yeah.
and it was like a bar, but they had this kind of like amateur thing on the side where every
Yeah.
now and then they had this room with like a plexiglass, and people from the bar could just volunteer to get up and like do like a shadow strip dance or something.
Yeah.
and and straight up strip
I think
behind
they,
it.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
And so I think I only went there like once. And the night that I was there, this girl kind of went up and started dancing. And we're kind of like half paying attention. We're mostly just drinking and socializing. And then all of a sudden, everyone's like, oh my God. And they're looking over at this girl, but, and she was on her period. And she forgot to take her, like, tampon
Oh, yeah,
out.
yeah.
So her whole dance, the strings just swinging around and
Just see your,
stuff.
see your tampon string just dangling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Like,
I don't
girl.
know, man. Everybody felt bad for her.
Yeah. Like, oh, come on.
I mean, good thing is she was lit up.
So she's not gonna remember.
So I don't think she came out embarrassed.
She didn't
so-
care. She was having
Yeah,
fun.
well-
She was out drinking with her friends.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't remember it.
It's I say I would be totally sus on an establishment like that because if you go, hey, anyone wants to go back there and do this, that there's a freaking camera back there. Because I always think of that like I just
Like there
assume,
being a camera, right?
Yeah, hidden camera,
Absolutely could be.
I think that man, anyone who stays in Airbnb, which I have too, like I would
Yeah.
probably say like 10% of them are
Just loaded
I'm
with
sure.
cameras.
right.
I mean,
Probably.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
videos on YouTube about how to search for cameras in your Airbnb. or stuff
For
like
a
that.
reason. And I've never searched, but
Yeah.
you know what? If you want to watch me take a shit or, if I happen to bang on camera, all right, you got me,
Yeah.
but
But listen, I mean, a lot of people have gotten caught too.
I'm sure.
So
There's a
and
lot of
hopefully,
fucking
hopefully
perverts
the
out there.
the penalty for that's pretty hefty.
It should be.
Yeah, it absolutely
that's-
should be.
that's
It's
crazy.
violating someone's privacy.
No, it's awful, but I kind of expect it, which is sad. I also don't stay in a lot of Airbnbs. I mean, I would also do the same thing. Like if I was a perv, I'd be doing the same thing in a hotel. So I'd be working the rooms if I was cleaning and doing all that stuff. Like I said, I used to always think of like ways to either fake shit to sue people. Or to steal stuff. When I was a kid, it
gotta
was
start
just
your own channel.
something that would run across my mind, and not even something that I necessarily wanted to do. But I'd be like, oh, if this is so easy. It's so easy for anyone to, if you're working at a hotel, to just bathroom shit or fucking. It's so easy for them to just hide stuff and then access it and come back, and it's kind of scary.
It is a little bit.
Yeah, especially as time. I mean, cameras are getting smaller and smaller.
Back
Right.
in the day when you had to hold a VHS camera on your shoulder, like
Yeah,
you weren't
wasn't-
too worried about
It
that.
wasn't as easy.
No, it's very true. But I would think about it was definitely the thief in me when it comes down to like, oh, there's something like as a teenager, I'd be like, this is totally a slip hazard, and you'd hear about people falling and getting hurt, and then being like, oh, So for me, it was like, oh wow, that I know somebody who got $20,000 settlement because these people didn't do what they were supposed to do in their store, and I'd be like, man, I would think as a teenager, like, man, maybe I'll fucking do this. This would be some easy
That's
money.
easy fucking money. Yeah.
It's easy money. All I got to do is fucking fall. The shit's on the ground anyway. I never did it.
Okay.
But I would steal stuff too as a kid. Like I'm not saying it's good, but like I regularly stole things from stores. Like as a teenager, I would steal cartons of cigarettes from one place and then sell them to another place. And they knew that I was stealing them. I wasn't even old enough to smoke.
All right.
But it was just one of the things that I did. Again,
a business was buying cigarettes from you?
a deli,
kid? A
yes,
deli.
a deli that sold cigarettes. Yeah, I mean
Was
everywhere
buying
sold
cigarettes from like a 12-year-old kid.
from a 14-year-old kid, absolutely. And I would go into a place with my ski jacket, right? And the people behind the counter weren't paying attention. I could tell you exactly the way the place was, whereas as long as they were turned around or in a different section behind the counter, they couldn't see what I was doing, and I'd grab cartons of cigarettes, and I can get 3 cartons in each arm. And I would walk out of there with my arms kind of like out, and do whatever, and I would have 6 cartons with me, and I'd sell them back then.
Damn, full
For, like,
cartons.
Full cartons of cigarettes.
Jesus.
Yes, because for some reason they were kept in a place that were easily accessible. I have no idea why, but they were. It
Not
wasn't
anymore.
behind the counter.
Yeah, I was about
No.
to say. Now they got to open a lockbox so I can buy a toothbrush at Walgreens.
because of Simon.
Because of Simon, yeah. No, this was literally in the 80s. But yeah, I was definitely a thief. I stole from my sister on the regular. She knows, fucking I would steal cash from her. Kind of a piece of shit
you were a
back
little,
then.
you were a little thief.
I was a little thief. And everything has gotten...
Now, what
and-
got you into thievery? You just did it and there were no consequences?
Did someone influence you?
I don't know, man. I'm not
did
sure
a
what it
friend do it?
was. Not that I can remember.
Did you get a thrill from it?
I don't
were
think it
like,
was a thrill. I
"Yeah."
think it was like I wanted money, and this was a way to do it. And like I even stole from where I worked, so stole from the registers. I figured out a way. They only had one pocket of McDonald's, and I knew how to.
Man.
I stole from McDonald's.
Simon
and
works here.
and I worked the register.
Yeah, we should keep a little tighter eye on Simon.
Yeah, no, I don't do it anymore. I haven't done it in many, many years. But like even with McDonald's, I would ring up the order, and then if I knew you would have exact change, then I'd leave the money on the counter. Then I'd end up sliding it underneath the register, and when I'd give you your food, and then when the next person came and they started to order, I would start their order, delete the prior order, and eventually I'd get that money into my one back pocket because they only give you one pocket when you worked at McDonald's. And then I would every hour go down to the basement, unload that pocket, and come back up.
You need to quit giving people ideas, Simon.
Well, I mean,
There's probably security measures in place.
there
now for
are,
that.
and
Yeah.
it was not good, but yeah, maybe because I my folks didn't ever give me any money, and at certain ages I wasn't working or didn't feel like I had enough. Maybe I'll cut this out. I don't know.
Well, you don't do it anymore. So.
No, I
statute
don't
of
do it
limitations
anymore.
is gone on
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
No, if someone was pissed off about it, they would have come to you by now.
Yeah, no, obviously, yeah. But
I remember once I was with a friend from school. We were probably, I don't know, 12, something like that. And we were in a convenience store. And he wanted to steal candy bars. And I'm like, nah, that's all right. I don't want to steal anything. And then, so he stole one. Or no, he stole... God, how'd that happen? He either stole one or two. And then when we left, somehow his dad found out something. And, God, this is a horrible story.
yeah.
Can't remember all the details.
Somehow he got in trouble and had to give the candy bar to me or something.
Had to give it. Oh no! You were a patsy. It's like they know about it. Neebs,
No,
keep
it was
the candy
like
bar.
it was almost like he thought he stole my candy bar or something. He's like, "Well, you need to
Oh.
give that back to Neebs," you know. And I'm
Right.
like, "Well, okay, I guess."
So he didn't know that he stole it from a store. He probably lied to him about. I wonder why. You got me thinking like why I thought it was okay. No idea.
Yeah.
It's like the kind of shit that you do
Well,
when
you were a kid.
Yeah, and you also watch stuff, and maybe it's also a little bit more prominent as a New Yorker and being in the lower middle class and like always kind of hearing you just get what you get when you can.
Yeah.
You know?
If that's the community you grew up around, that's going to influence you. Like you should have been around people like me growing up.
Yeah,
Mm.
I would have been so much better off.
Do you think that's when you quit stealing? That's when you and I became friends?
No, I quit stealing before then.
I think that's what did it.
Yeah.
I had a friend. I thought he was a friend, but he stole video games from me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was like like, hey, come over and we'll play some video games. And did that. I probably hung out with this kid for a year, and then came to find out like. When I was over at his house one time, I looked at I'd been missing some shit, and then I was over at his house one time. I don't know why I was going through his shit, but I opened one of his drawers and I found some of my fucking video games in there, and I'm like, "You motherfucker, you stole my fucking video games."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every time he comes over, I got less video games somehow.
yeah.
And I did have what I thought was like some sort of a code or whatever, because whenever I did steal, I stole from people that I thought didn't need it, or like, and not even people. That's another thing too, is businesses. It wasn't personal. Like what I thought of that was like, it's okay. People steal from businesses, you know. I didn't like
that
you know,
mentality still exists.
yeah, and I didn't, associate it with a person. Like the
Yeah.
person behind the counter wasn't getting stolen from, and
Yeah.
I didn't look at like the owner as anybody because I didn't know the owner. I mean,
Yeah, it
one
wasn't
time,
an immigrant family that lived in the back storage room.
which they probably did.
Yep.
Well, that's the
Percent.
struggle with some places. It's like, everyone keeps stealing our shit. So, all right, every business goes out of business. Well, why are no businesses opening here? Well,
That's what happens. Certain communities.
yeah, exactly.
Like, well, you don't get any stores because no one's willing to have a store in your community.
yeah, exactly. Maybe not. Don't steal from people.
Yeah, be better than that.
Pretty
Come
damn
on.
Yeah.
simple.
How about we end with don't steal?
Yeah, don't steal.
And
it's not good.
I truly
It's
believe
like,
that.
they have insurance, but guess what? Now their insurance rates are going up. Now they're going to have to charge you more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you think, they have insurance, but that cost gets passed on to somebody. Don't be an asshole.
Do the right thing.
And raise the bar higher than that. Don't make your goal not to steal. Make your goal to prosper and to take whatever gift it is you have
Yeah,
and give it back to the community.
yeah.
and
Maybe
excel
start a
at that.
business.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go wash some cars.
Or do what you want to do
Yeah, like wash some
at a
cars.
great level.
Like wash some cars.
Wash some fucking cars.
Or
man.
build cars or paint cars
Yeah,
Yeah.
wash them.
or race them.
Some dirty ass cars out there that need washing.
Yeah. But don't wash my truck. It doesn't do any good.
No, yeah, you're just
Yeah.
It always
filthy
looks
piece of shit.
like a wreck.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. We love you.
See you next time,
Bye,
guys.
y'all.
Dig-a-dag-dag. Dig-a-dag-dag.